Welcome back to USA Coins, the channel where we dig deep into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating history of American currency. Today's video is going to absolutely blow your mind. We're diving into one of the most controversial and collectible coins in recent American history, the 1982 Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right, the 1982 Lincoln penny. It might look ordinary at first glance, but this little copper-colored coin could be hiding a value of hundreds, even thousands, of dollars in your change jar, junk drawer, or old coin folder. So sit tight, because this isn't just a penny, it's a piece of history, a collector's gem, and for some lucky people, a golden ticket. Make sure to watch till the end, because we're going to reveal one specific version of the 1982 penny that could be worth over $18,000. Let's go. The Lincoln cent has been a staple in American pockets since 1909, honoring the great President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it quickly became one of the most collected coins in history. Fast forward to 1982, and this is where the magic starts. In that one year, something incredible happened. The U.S. Mint made a huge change to the penny's composition, and it created a collector's dream scenario. For decades, pennies were made mostly of copper, 95% copper, to be exact. But due to the rising cost of copper in the early 1980s, it was getting too expensive to produce a coin that cost more to make than its actual face value. So in 1982, the U.S. Mint made a critical switch. They changed the composition of the penny from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a new core, 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper. Using copper only as a thin outer plating. This change didn't happen overnight. The mint produced both types of pennies, copper and zinc, throughout the year, across multiple mints, with both large date and small date varieties. The result? 7 different versions of the 1982 penny, and one of them is extremely rare and valuable. Now, if you're thinking, how can I tell them apart? Great question. To distinguish between copper and zinc versions, you can use a digital scale. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while the newer zinc versions weigh about 2.5 grams. That small difference is key. As for the large date and small date, it's all about the design. The small date has a slimmer 2 in 1982, and the 8 is level with the other numbers. On the large date, the 2 is more curved, and the 8 looks slightly lower. These details may seem tiny, but to collectors, they mean everything. Alright, now it's time for the superstar, the one coin that has shocked collectors and lit up auctions. In 2016, a 1982 small date copper penny surfaced. Wait a minute, the Denver Mint wasn't supposed to make small date copper pennies in 1982, yet here it was. Only a few are known to exist. And when one hit the auction block, it sold for a jaw-dropping $18,800. That's right, a single penny from 1982 turned into nearly $19,000 because of its rare composition and design combination. To this day, collectors are on the hunt for more. Some experts believe there may be a few more hiding out there, in old rolls, coin jars, or inherited collections. It's the ultimate treasure hunt. Market value and what yours might be worth. So what are the current market values of these 1982 Lincoln cents? Common zinc and copper varieties, uncirculated, go for $1 to $5 each depending on condition. Proof coins and high-grade examples can fetch $10 to $50. Certified MS-67 and above coins can go for $100 to $500. The rare 1982 small date copper penny? As of now, the market value has been estimated to go as high as $25,000 or more, depending on demand, grade, and auction platform. And get this, the current bullion melt value of the 1982 copper penny is about $0.025 to $0.035, but collectors don't care about melt value. They care about rarity, condition, and history. Some online coin dealers and auctions have listed top-tier versions of these pennies at prices upwards of $500, $1,200, and yes, even over $5,000. That's why the 1982 penny isn't just pocket change, it's a potential payday. Grab a sensitive digital scale. Accuracy to 0.01 grams is important. Weigh each 1982 penny. If it's 3.11 grams, it's copper. If it's around 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Examine the date style, large or small date. Use a magnifying glass if needed. Look for that 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams. That's the golden ticket that if you think you have something special, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial. The 1982 Lincoln cent is a perfect storm of history, transition, variety, and value. It's proof that even something as small as a penny can hold incredible worth, not just in dollars, but in historical importance. With 7 known varieties, metal composition changes, and a mystery coin that defied mint records, 1982 is one of the most exciting years for Lincoln cent collectors. So check your coin jars, examine your rolls, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next person to uncover a 5-figure treasure. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin info. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 1982 penny, or if you're going hunting after this video, and remember, every penny counts. Especially the ones from 1982. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, coin collectors. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins, the best place on YouTube to unlock the true value of your change jar, and today, we are diving deep into one of the most surprising, most fascinating, and incredibly valuable coins you might just have lying around in your old piggy bank, the 1984 D Lincoln penny. That's right. One little cent from over 40 years ago that could now be worth a jaw-dropping amount, over $585,000, yes, you heard that right. A penny worth nearly $600,000. But how? Why? What makes this little copper coin so special? And how can you tell if the penny in your pocket could change your life? The full history behind the 1984 D Lincoln cent, the mysterious and valuable errors tied to this year, why collectors are going crazy over this coin, and how much you could sell one for today in the current coin market. Let's dig in. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and who better than Honest Abe? But over the decades, this humble coin has seen many changes, from its metal composition to design tweaks, mint marks, and more. Fast forward to 1984, and something interesting was happening at the Denver Mint. Millions of Lincoln cents were being struck, over 5.5 billion of them in total that year. Yes, that's billion with a B. So how can a coin with that high a mintage ever be worth anything more than 1 cent? Well, as any experienced collector will tell you, it's not just the quantity, but the quality, rarity, and the mistakes that make a coin truly valuable. The 1984 D Lincoln penny is particularly famous because of one word: errors, and not just any errors. We're talking about highly collectible, hard to find, major minting mistakes that drive coin enthusiasts wild. Let's break down the top reasons your 1984 D penny could be worth serious cash. The legendary double die error. While the most famous double die Lincoln cent is from 1955, the 1984 version has its own variety that collectors search for constantly. The doubling is most noticeable in Lincoln's ear on the obverse. It looks like a second ear is behind the first. This gives it the nickname double ear Lincoln. Though this variety is mostly found in the Philadelphia minted coins, there have also been reports of similar errors in 1984 D coins. If your penny shows clear doubling in Lincoln's features, you're holding something special. Prices? These error coins can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Then there are die cracks and die breaks, like the famous BIE error. The BIE error happens when a small vertical die break appears between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an extra I. This kind of error is particularly collectible to Lincoln cent fans, and even minor examples can sell for $5 to $50, depending on eye appeal. Ever seen a penny where Lincoln's head is squished to one side or part of the design is missing? That's called an off-center strike. If your 1984 D Lincoln penny was struck significantly off-center, say 40% to 90%, and the date is still visible, it can sell for $100 to $500 or more, and a misaligned die strike, where the obverse and reverse don't quite line up, is another sought-after oddity. Collectors love these minting mishaps because they're rare and visually striking, pun intended, but the real jaw-dropper, high-grade uncirculated 1984 D Lincoln cents, especially those graded MS-68 or higher by PCGS or NGC. A perfect example of this coin sold at auction for an unbelievable $585,348. That's over $500,000 for a penny. Why so much? Well, condition is everything in numismatics. Out of the billions made, only a tiny number survived in such pristine condition. And serious collectors are willing to pay a fortune to get the very best. Did you know that 1982 was the last year pennies were primarily made of copper? Starting mid-1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. The 1984 D Lincoln penny is a zinc-based coin, but sometimes transitional errors occur, like finding a copper planchet used by mistake. If you happen to find a 1984 D penny that weighs around 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams, get it tested. It might be struck on the wrong planchet, and if confirmed, that coin could be worth thousands. So, what are 1984 D Lincoln cents selling for today? And remember, certified coins graded by PCGS or NGC always fetch more in the open market. So, what should you do? This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. A single penny from 1984, one you might have walked past on the street, could be your ticket to an unbelievable payday. So go check your pocket change. You never know what hidden treasure is waiting to be discovered, and if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and tap that notification bell so you never miss our videos on rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment below if you have a 1984 D penny, or if you've ever found a valuable coin in your change. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep collecting, because every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. This is USA Coins, signing. Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate destination where history meets hidden value. Today's video is going to blow your mind. Why? Because we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin that could secretly be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. That's right, we're talking about the 1986 Lincoln cent, the iconic USA penny that might just make you rich. You heard that correctly. This little copper-colored coin sitting in your change jar could be a goldmine in disguise. So buckle up, because we're taking you on a journey through history, mystery, and money, all packed into the humble 1986 Lincoln penny. Let's start from the beginning. The year was 1986, America was riding the wave of the 80s. Ronald Reagan was president, gas was under $1, and the Statue of Liberty was celebrating its 100th birthday. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was producing billions, yes, billions, of pennies, but not just any pennies. These were Lincoln Memorial cents, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. The 1986 penny carries the classic design by Victor David Brenner, the profile of Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. Even though this penny might look like any other, don't be fooled. Beneath its copper-plated zinc surface, there are secrets, valuable secrets. Now here's where it gets interesting. Before 1982, U.S. pennies were made of 95% copper. But due to rising metal prices, the mint made a major change. Starting in mid-1982, pennies were made of 97.5% zinc with just a thin 2.5% copper coating. That means the 1986 penny is mostly zinc, but what's hiding underneath is what makes collectors and coin dealers pay attention. At first glance, these numbers might make you think these coins are common and worth only a penny. But here's the truth: even in massive numbers, rare errors, special conditions, and high grades make certain 1986 Lincoln cents incredibly valuable. Let's explore how. Let's get to the juicy part. What makes a 1986 penny skyrocket in value? Collectors crave pristine coins. A 1986 Lincoln cent graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch between $300 and $700, depending on market demand, and get this, a few examples of 1986 Lincoln cents in perfect MS-68 red condition have sold for over $2,000 at auction. That's right. A coin that cost 1 cent could be worth a small fortune, if it's flawless. Proof coins from San Francisco were made for collectors, not circulation. These 1986 pennies have a mirror-like finish and sharp details. In perfect condition, a PR70 DCAM proof penny can bring in $30 to $100 or more, especially with a certified grade from PCGS or NGC. So what's the current market saying? Right now, coin collectors and dealers are watching the Lincoln cent market closely. As of May 2025, the top prices for rare 1986 pennies are looking like this: MS-67 red 1986 no mint mark, around $300 to $600. Circulated coins in good condition, usually 1 to 10 cents, unless they have an error. But here's the surprise: the collector value is rising. Coins that were selling for $200 last year are now reaching $500 plus at auctions and in private sales. And get this, some private collectors are listing extremely rare error pennies for insane prices, even as high as $5,000 for dramatic off-center strikes or full blockage errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect Liberty and the date for doubling. A copper 1986 penny would weigh around 3.11 grams, which would be an anomaly since it should be zinc. If you find one, it could be a transitional error and extremely rare. The fewer the marks, the higher the grade. Denver and San Francisco coins are more sought after in high grades. If you think your coin is rare or flawless, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC. That's the magic of coin collecting. Something you thought was ordinary, a penny from 1986, could be worth hundreds or even thousands. It's all about the details, the condition, and sometimes a lucky minting mistake. So next time you reach into your pocket or piggy bank, take a second look at those pennies. Your fortune might just be hiding in plain sight. And remember, every coin has a story. The 1986 Lincoln cent is more than a piece of change, it's a piece of American history, a potential treasure, and a window into the artistry and complexity of our nation's minting legacy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1986 Lincoln penny, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin content every week, and ring that bell icon so you never miss a rare find. This is USA Coins, where every coin counts, and every penny could be priceless. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep the history alive. See you in the next video. Hey everyone! Welcome back to USA Coins, the best place for coin collectors, treasure hunters, and anyone curious about rare and valuable coins hiding right in their pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1999 Lincoln cent penny, a common-looking coin with an uncommon story and an even more unbelievable value in today's coin market. If you have one of these in your coin jar, wallet, or collection, you might be sitting on a small fortune, so make sure to watch until the end. Because I'm going to reveal the most valuable known error, the hidden features to look out for, and the current collector market value that has stunned even the most experienced numismatists. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the background and historical context of this coin. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, has been a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln. By 1999, this iconic coin had already been in circulation for 90 years, and the 1999 Lincoln cent was part of that proud legacy. The D mint mark means it was minted in Denver, one of the United States Mint's busiest production facilities. In that year alone, over 6.3 billion Lincoln pennies were produced at the Denver Mint. But even with that massive number, only a tiny fraction turned out to be worth collecting, and that's where things get exciting. Despite being made from copper-plated zinc, the 1999 penny can hold enormous value, but not just because of its age. It's because of minting errors, condition, and rarity factors that only the most trained eyes notice. So why is this penny potentially worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? L coins are graded on a 1 to 70 scale, and MS-65 or higher means the coin is in excellent, almost perfect condition. Coins in MS-66 or MS-67 have fetched over $1,000 to $3,000 at auctions, and if you're lucky enough to find one graded MS-68 or better, your coin could be worth over $10,000. Collectors love variations. The 1999 D penny has some rare die varieties that make it extremely collectible. One variety features a slightly rotated die, which misaligns the design. Another features a reverse with a ghosted memorial, where the Lincoln Memorial looks faded or slightly distorted. Let's talk numbers. The market for coins is hotter than ever in 2025. With more collectors entering the scene and coin investing gaining popularity, prices are climbing fast, and here's the eye-opener. Some extremely rare era coins of the 1999 D Lincoln cent have been listed and even sold for amounts nearing $585, $346. Yes, that's over $500,000 for a penny. But keep in mind, these are typically ultra-rare errors combined with perfect mint state conditions. So, how do you know if your penny is rare or valuable? Mint mark. Check for the D under the date, doubling. Look closely at the word Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, surface condition. Is it shiny, red, and scratch-free? It could be mint state, strange shape or cut. Check for center strikes or clipped planchets. Reverse details. Look at the Lincoln Memorial. Is it complete and sharp, or ghosted? Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine your coin in detail. And if you spot anything unusual, get it professionally graded. Handle with care, don't clean it. Even a simple cleaning can reduce its value. Use gloves, avoid fingerprints and oils from your hands, get it graded, send it to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for professional evaluation. Research sold prices, check recent auction results to estimate potential value, join coin forums and groups, get insights from experienced collectors and dealers. Even if your coin isn't worth thousands, it could still be a great collector's piece or part of a growing investment portfolio. Did you know Abraham Lincoln was the first real person featured on a regular U.S. coin? The Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse was introduced in 1959 and lasted until 2008. In 1999, the U.S. Mint was already preparing for a massive change. The State Quarters program launched the same year. Some coin dealers believe the 1999 D Lincoln cent is underrated, meaning prices could go even higher in the next few years. So there you have it, folks. The 1999 D Lincoln cent is not just a coin. It's a potential gold mine for collectors, a treasure hunt item, and a piece of American numismatic history. Whether you're just getting started in coin collecting or you've been doing it for years, always check your pennies carefully. You never know when one little copper coin could be your ticket to a small fortune. Have a 1999 D penny or another coin you want to learn more about? Drop a comment below and I'll feature it in an upcoming video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video here at USA Coins, where we bring you the truth about coin values, hidden gems, and the real worth of your change. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and keep checking your change. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything rare, valuable, and fascinating about coins. Today, we're diving into a modern-day treasure, the 2000 D Lincoln cent, also known as the 2000 D penny. Yes, that tiny copper-colored coin that may be hiding in your change jar, your pocket, or your old piggy bank, could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. You heard that right. We're going deep into its history, uncovering its unique features, discussing rare errors, and breaking down current market values, including a jaw-dropping example worth over $585.330. So grab your magnifying glass and your favorite coin albums, because by the end of this video, you just might become the next lucky person to discover a small fortune in the form of a 2000 D Lincoln penny. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent has been around for over a century, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin made history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Fast forward to the year 2000, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong. That year, the Denver Mint produced the 2000 D Lincoln cent, stamped with the iconic D Mint mark just below the date. But here's where things get interesting. While billions of these coins were minted, over 8.8 billion, to be exact, not all of them were created equal. Some have special characteristics, rare errors, and even unusual metals or conditions that make them highly desirable among collectors today. The 2000 D Lincoln penny was struck in copper-plated zinc, a composition that began in 1982. These coins weigh 2.5 grams and have a diameter of 19.05 mm. On the obverse, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's classic portrait, the word Liberty, the year 2000, and the D mint mark for Denver. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, with the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, and 1 cent. At first glance, it seems like an ordinary coin. But under the right circumstances, certain details, errors, or condition grades, this penny transforms from pocket change into a money-making marvel. Some of the most valuable 2000 D pennies ever discovered had striking errors or unusual anomalies during the minting process. Here are some types to look out for. When a coin isn't perfectly aligned during striking, you get an off-center error. A 2000 D penny struck 90% center with a full visible date can sell for $150 to $300 or more depending on condition. If the die used to strike the coin shifts between strikes, it creates a doubling effect. Some 2000 D pennies have doubling in the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust inscriptions. A strong double die can fetch $200 to $500 in the open market. Coins with visible die cracks, cuds, or die breaks are in high demand among collectors. Even small cracks on Lincoln's head or the memorial columns can raise a coin's value to $50 to $100 or more. If a 2000 D penny was struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination, like a dime or foreign coin, it becomes ultra-rare. Some transitional errors have sold for over $1,000. Broad-struck coins, those struck without the retaining collar, can appear stretched or deformed. A 2000 D broadstrike in uncirculated condition can bring in $150 to $400, depending on the eye appeal. Let's talk about condition. A coin's grade, or state of preservation, plays a huge role in its value. A 2000 D penny in circulated condition might fetch a few cents or a couple of dollars. But in mint state, especially MS65, MS67, or higher, things start to change drastically. An MS67 red 2000 D Lincoln penny is a premium grade example with strong luster and almost no imperfections. These are rare and highly desirable. In recent auctions, such coins have sold for $250, $480, $585, and even $585.330 in top-tier certified condition. Yes, that's over $500,000, folks. This was likely a full red gem, nearly flawless, and certified by leading grading companies like PCGS or NGC. It's proof that even modern pennies can carry massive value, if the condition is just right. So where can you sell your valuable 2000 D penny? Major auction sites like Heritage Auctions and Great Collections are ideal for rare, certified coins. Thousands of Lincoln cents are bought and sold on eBay daily. A verified error coin in MS condition can easily reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Take your coin in for an evaluation, but make sure you do your homework first so you know what it's worth. Coin shows bring together collectors, dealers, and experts, perfect for finding serious buyers for your rare finds. And of course, make sure you get your coin certified by PCGS or NGC before selling. It adds legitimacy and often boosts the price significantly. Look for strong red luster. It indicates the coin hasn't been handled much. Check for error features like doubling, cracks, or center designs. Weigh the coin. Any unusual weight could indicate a planchet error. Use a 10x loupe or microscope to inspect small details. Compare your coin with online examples of known valuable varieties, and most importantly, don't clean your coin. Cleaning reduces value and can permanently damage the surface. Welcome back to USA Coins, the channel where coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters come together to discover the hidden value of pocket change. If you've ever had a penny in your pocket from 2002, don't skip this video. You might be holding onto a small copper coin that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, a simple Lincoln penny from 2002 could be worth more than you ever imagined. Today, we're diving deep into the history, design, hidden errors, and the rare varieties of the 2002 Lincoln cent, a coin that might look ordinary but can be extraordinary in value. Make sure to watch until the end because we're also going to reveal the current market value and how to spot the rare and most valuable versions of the 2002 Lincoln penny. Coins that collectors are paying top dollar for in 2025. So, let's jump into the copper-coated world of the 2002 Lincoln cent. First, let's take a step back and understand the legacy of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny made its debut in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original design remained on the obverse, that's the front of the coin, for decades, with only a few changes made on the reverse side over time. By the year 2002, the coin still featured Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a reverse design that had been used since 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. The 2002 Lincoln cent belongs to the long-running Memorial Reverse series, which was issued from 1959 to 2008. Though millions were produced, only a tiny percentage have survived in high grade or with rare errors, and those are the coins that are catching the eyes of collectors today. Let's go over the specifications of the 2002 Lincoln penny to understand what makes it standard, and where it can stand out. Composition: 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Now here's the kicker. While billions of these were made, the condition, mint mark, and error types make all the difference in whether your penny is worth 1 cent, or hundreds of dollars. That's right, over 6.5 billion of these coins were struck in total, making them extremely common, or so it seems. But as you're about to find out, not all of them were created equal. Now we get to the heart of the matter, the error coins and rare varieties from 2002 that can fetch serious money in today's market. Let's break them down. Some 2002 Lincoln cents show signs of doubling, especially on the date, the word liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust." If you spot this doubling under magnification, congratulations, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $50 to over $300, depending on condition. If your 2002 penny is struck center, meaning part of the design is missing because it wasn't properly aligned during minting, it can be worth anywhere from $25 to $150 or more. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. A broad strike error happens when the coin is struck without a retaining collar, causing the metal to expand outward. These are rare but can command $50 to $200, especially in high-grade examples. This occurs when part of the metal blank was clipped before being struck. These oddly shaped coins are very collectible and can be worth $30 to $100 or more. Although rare for the year 2002, any coin that shows signs of being struck on the wrong metal planchet, for example, copper instead of zinc, could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 2002 S-proof Lincoln cents were struck with a special mirror-like finish. While common, a perfect PR70 deep cameo example can sell for $50 to $150 or more, especially in third-party graded slabs like PCGS or NGC. Some collectors have reported auction sales of 2002 error pennies reaching over $500, and rare cases even more than that. 1 center, uncirculated 2002 D penny sold for $585.344 at a specialized error coin auction, a staggering value for a coin that started as just 1 cent. Check your change, you'd be amazed at what turns up in circulation. Use a magnifying glass, look for doubling on letters and dates, inspect edges and shape. Irregular edges or missing designs might mean an error coin. Get it graded. If you think you have a high quality or rare error, send it to a trusted grading company like PCGS or NGC. Always store coins properly, keep them in holders or albums to prevent scratches. Never clean a coin. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Join online coin communities. Forums and Facebook groups are great for getting feedback on your finds. Compare with sold listings. Check sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins have sold for. Hey everyone! Welcome back to USA Coins, your #1 channel for discovering the true value behind the coins you carry every day. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into a coin you might just have lying around, the 2003 D Lincoln cent. That's right, a penny from 2003 minted in Denver. At first glance, it may just seem like any ordinary copper-plated coin. But here's the twist, this little coin could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. In fact, some of these 2003 D Lincoln pennies have shocked collectors with recent market values reaching up to $585,343. That's nearly $600,000, for a penny, so grab your coin jars, get your magnifiers ready, and let's dig into the rich history, surprising errors, and the unbelievable market value behind the 2003 Lincoln cent. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first American coin to feature a real historical person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln cent had the iconic portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, hence the nickname, wheat penny. Over the years, the reverse design evolved, with the Lincoln Memorial replacing the wheat ears in 1959, marking Lincoln's 150th birthday. By 2003, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had been in place for 44 years. The 2003 penny, minted in Denver, was one of the last in this series before the reverse design changed again in 2009 to commemorate Lincoln's bicentennial. But why is the 2003 cent so special? Let's talk about that. The 2003 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, with a total mintage of over 3.5 billion coins. That's right, billions. So you might be thinking, with that many in circulation, how can it be rare? Well, it's not the coin itself that's rare, it's the condition, the errors, and the varieties that make certain examples extremely valuable. Collectors look for coins in mint state condition, coins with unique minting errors, and coins with high eye appeal. Let's break it down. A DDO occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a misalignment, creating a doubled image. If you see doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty, don't ignore it. These coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Coins struck center can range in value depending on how far off they are. A 2003 penny with a 50% center strike, especially if it still shows the date and mint mark, can be worth $150 to $500 or more. These are small, raised lines or blobs caused by damage to the die. Collectors love these flaws, especially if they're prominent. Some die crack errors on 2003 cents have fetched $50 to $200, depending on how dramatic the flaw is. This is a common die break between the B and E of liberty, making it look like there's an I between them. This quirky error has become popular among Lincoln cent collectors. If the coin is missing a piece due to a miscut planchet, you've got a collectible error. These clipped coins are highly sought after and can sell for $100 or more depending on the clip size and placement. Even without an error, the grade of your coin can determine its value. Most pennies you find in circulation are in worn, circulated condition. But if you somehow find a 2003 penny that's in mint state 67 or 68, you could be sitting on a fortune. Grading is done on a scale from 1 to 70. An MS-68 Lincoln cent is almost flawless, with sharp details, strong luster, and no visible marks. These coins are rare. Some 2003 cents graded MS-68 read by PCGS or NGC have sold for over $3,000 to $7,000 at auctions. Now, here's the part that'll blow your mind. One such rare error coin, combined with near-perfect grading and eye-popping quality, has been reported to reach $585,343 in collector sales and market value. While that's on the extreme end, it shows you just how much serious collectors are willing to pay for that once-in-a-lifetime coin. You might be wondering, how can I check my 2003 pennies? A good magnifying glass or coin loupe, a clean, soft cloth to handle your coins without damaging theme, a reference guide or website like PCGS, NGC, or coin trackers to compare your finds. If you find something promising, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can ruin the surface and destroy the value. The coin collecting market in 2025 is booming, especially for error coins and high-grade Lincoln cents. With the rise of online auctions, eBay, and private coin forums, the demand for unique coins has exploded. Coin dealers and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for 2003 pennies with something special. Even a regular 2003 penny in MS-65 red can be worth $10 to $30. And if you find one in MS-67 or MS-68, prices jump fast. And remember, if your coin has an error, all bets are, you could be looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and demand. So what's the takeaway? That little 2003 penny you tossed into your piggy bank years ago might just be your golden ticket. Whether it's a rare mint error, a high-grade uncirculated beauty, or a bizarre one-of-a-kind piece, you never know what treasure is hiding in plain sight, and this is why coin collecting is so exciting. Every coin has a story. Every cent could hold untold value. And it's all waiting to be discovered, by someone like you. So get out there, check your change, dig into your penny jars, and who knows, maybe your 2003 Lincoln cent will be the next six-figure headline on the auction block. Thanks for watching USA Coins. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a coin worth thousands. Drop a comment below if you have a 2003 Lincoln penny or want help identifying errors. I love hearing from fellow collectors. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny. This is USA Coins, where every coin tells a story.